Hello to all students, this is Professor Masood Fuzail. In this video lecture, we are going to discuss structure and function of glycocalyx. So first of all, to study the structure and function of glycocalyx, we have to look at the structure of a plasma membrane of a cell. So I already made a diagram for you. So suppose this is a cell of a body of an animal cell or a plant cell. As we know that the cell membrane or plasma membrane of the cell is composed of lipid bilayers. As you can see in this diagram, the black color part of the diagram shows lipid bilayer, in which there is a top one lipid layer and the lower one the lipid layer. Lipid layer contain phospholipid molecules arranged in a linear order. Their heads are usually towards outside because they are hydrophilic, and their tails are buried inside, which are known as hydrophobic, just like right over here. Their head is on towards water or towards the liquid, and their tails are hydrophobic and they are oriented inward, and they also contain cholesterol molecules for stability. This is also known as fluid mosaic model. According to fluid mosaic model, the lipid bilayer also contains some protein molecules embedded inside the lipid bilayer. This is very important. These are very important protein molecules which help in the structure of cell membrane or plasma membrane, and also help in the transport of material across the plasma membrane. Now on the outer surface of each cell there is a sticky layer, a thin layer, which is known as cell coat, which is known as glycocalyx, and it is also known as pericellular matrix. It is composed of mainly glycolipids and glycoproteins. As you know that glycolipids and glycoproteins are conjugated molecules. Glycolipids are found when carbohydrates and lipids are chemically joined together, and they form a structure known as glycolipids. In the similar way, when carbohydrates and proteins join together, they react with each other, they form a molecule which is known as glycoprotein. So on the outer surface of the cell membrane, you can see molecules of glycolipids. How they form? This is the lipid layer of the cell membrane, which is known as lipid bilayer, and these are blue color in the diagram. These are blue color molecules which are known as sugar molecules, which are carbohydrates. When they join together, they form a single structure. This is known as glycolipids. And when protein molecules and lipid molecules join together each other, this is formed as glycoprotein. So they form a pericellular matrix just outside the cell membrane or plasma membrane in the form of a coat, cell coat, which is known as glycocalyx. So this is the structure of glycocalyx. So now let's look at the functions of glycocalyx. So what are the functions of glycocalyx? The glycocalyx are very important functions. First of all, they provide molecular fingerprint. There are 200 different types of cells in our body, like red blood cells, like white blood cells, like brain cells, nervous cells, and they are also known as bone cells, bone marrow cells, muscular cells, epithelial cells, and there are so many types of cells present in our body. Just like there are millions and trillions of humans living on earth, and every single person has a different fingerprint. So in the same way, different type of cells present in the body, they have different molecular fingerprint, which is formed with help of glycocalyx, so that each different type of cell can be differentiated from other type of cell. So in this way, glycocalyx helps cells to cell recognition, so that different types of cell can be distinguished from each other. And in this way, glycocalyx help in the behavior of cell, that which type of behavior. Every cell has a different. Nervous cells have different behavior, red blood cell have different behavior, white blood cells have different behavior, epithelial cell have different. So every animal cell has different behavior, and that behavior pattern is due to the presence of the glycocalyx. In this way, each type of cell which have the same set of molecular glycocalyx, they behave same manner. Like glandular cell, they behave as the same. Nervous tissue, they behave as same. red blood cell or white blood cell, they behave as a same pattern. So this is a coordination which is produced between the same type of cells. This is due to the glycocalyx. Glycocalyx also provide intercellular adhesion, in which same type of cell can adhere to each other and stay together to perform a specific function in the form of a tissue or a gland. Glycocalyx also provide protection from certain chemical injuries which are caused by acid, bases, enzymes, or some other types of chemical which tend to destroy cell membrane. So glycocalyx is a protective layer which helps to eliminate such dangers. Glycocalyx also provide immunity to different types of cells. This immunity can be of various types, especially against the cancer, pathogens, and some other chemicals which are trying to destroy cells. So these glycocalyx layer provide the immunity to the cells. Fertilization, they also help to fertilize the egg. As you know that the egg also contain an outer layer in the form of a glycocalyx which helps to penetrate the sperm into the egg so that fertilization can take place. And after fertilization, embryonic development, which is a gradual step-by-step process, cleavage, blastula, gastrula, and all the stages of the development also takes place with help of glycocalyx, because glycocalyx helps in the cell's behavior, how they are going to divide and which structure are they going to form. So along these functions, there are many other functions are also in detail which we will discuss in any other lecture. That's all for today. I hope it makes sense, and I'll see you in the next lecture. Until then, bye.